Good morning. So this video is for my mom and my sister and anybody else who wants to watch it, but mostly it's my mom and my sister because we talk about our skincare and our routines and what we're doing. And my skincare routine has actually changed quite significantly, I want to say in the last month, because last year when I kind of started on a very intense skincare journey, because my skin was very dehydrated and I really needed to kind of get it up to the point where it was strong and healthy again. I went into this very extra routine based around a lot of toners and essences, from Korean skincare. And it's long and it's very excessive. And there was a lot of toners and a lot of essences and a lot of layering. And that was fine because it helped fix my skin. And now my skin is in really good shape. It's very plump, it's very juicy, and I want to say normal to dry skin, but it was very dehydrated at one point. Not dry, but dehydrated. So I needed to do something about that. And I'm also now 53 years old. I was 52 years old then. Oh, dropped something. Sorry, dropped my little pad thing. And so I needed to fix that. And now I'm kind of, I think, in maintenance mode, or kind of a little bit of try to improve things plus maintenance mode. Really focusing on getting the collagen back into my skin, or promoting collagen to get that bounce back. My mom calls it mochi cheeks, because if you've ever eaten mochi, they're kind of like juicy little rice things, and they're plump, and they're delicious. But anyway, so that was a bit of a tangent. But anyway, yes, so that's kind of what I was doing. But now, I just want to take care of my skin and continue on. And the hydration is not as critical, even though I need to maintain it, compared to before. And I've also changed up my evening routine recently, which really sort of helps on that side as well, which I can talk about another time. So it's pared down a lot because of two reasons. One, time, because, when you do a 20-step routine in the morning, it takes a long time. And two, I just wanted something a bit more active and a little bit more simplified. And then, I can kind of like get on with my day a lot faster, because who's got 30 minutes or 45 minutes in the morning just for skincare? Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't. So that's kind of where this is coming from. And yes, it's taken me almost 4 minutes to do the intro. So, wow. So I'm still doing my micellar water because I wash and cleanse at night. All I do is just a wipe with the micellar water. I'm partial to the Garnier micellar waters. You can use whatever you like, but mostly I use the Garnier ones because they're affordable. And quite often my local pharmacy, has it for 20, 30 or 40% off. So that's good, for me. And affordable is good. So I love the Bioderma one, the one with the pink cap. But, those are like $30 something a bottle. And that's just, whoa, a lot of money. So anyway, that's kind of but I give every part of me a good wipe. And it always amazes me too how much, I don't know, dirt accumulates even at night when you're just sleeping. So then I go in with a toner. This is a hydrating toner. It's the Dr. Lewinn Smoothing Complex Tiny Mist. I've got it in this little bottle. Sorry, it's me disappearing every 30 seconds. It's actually this one. I've had it for a while and I've been kind of slowly using it up because it's kind of a giant bottle. I think they've changed the packaging, or they've discontinued it or something. I don't know. I know they still have toners available, but I haven't been able to find this one. And this one's my favorite because it's super duper hydrating. I don't bother with a cotton pad. I just put a bit in my hands and then just rub it all over my face. And then I go in with a little bit of Paula's Choice Ultra Clear 5% Benzoyl Peroxide. I'm sorry, I don't have the actual bottle here. I just have it here. And I've had this absolutely forever. It takes such a long time to use up because I have, you know, I use so little of it. And I'm only using it on my nose at the moment, more because I'm trying to get my sebaceous filaments and my blackheads under control. And I kind of remembered recently that when I was using this regularly, my blackheads and sebaceous filaments were not nearly as bad. I'm also doing something else for my sebaceous filaments, so I'm kind of hoping that this combination will fix everything because I'm just not happy with how it's going. I've got a vitamin C. I'm working through, this is Japanese, I think. Yeah, it says made in Japan here, and I quite like it. I bought this in Singapore a while ago. It's the Cvita concentrated serum. It looks like this. I just started this actually about a week ago. And this talking has kind of dried up my face a bit. But I usually like to keep it fairly moist while I apply this. And I put this on. So while I used to layer a lot of hydrating toners and essences before putting on my actives, I'm kind of going on with my actives first and getting that in. Some days I also go in with a combo. Oh, this might be better. Of my Paula's Choice. What's this? Paula's Choice 2% BHA lotion, and there, and my Paula's Choice 8% AHA lotion. These are both excellent, and I'm kind of running down what I have. I've had these for a long time, but I'm trying to use them up because, well, I've had them for a long time. I don't do this every day. It kind of just depends on what I, have going on. I've got them in little tubes that I've decanted so that it's easier to store. And I just do a tiny, tiny amount of it. And I mix the two together. I suppose I could put them on one at a time, but I think I end up using a bit more that way. And this way it's just, I use a little bit just to, now you're going to see I've got a lot of actives going on, right? And I can handle it because I've been using actives for a very, very long time. I mean, vitamin A, retinol, tretinoin, I've been using that since my sort of like late 20s, early 30s, and that's 20 something years. So my skin can tolerate a lot. But even then, if I'm not careful, I can overdo it and get some dryness and flaking and things like that. So I'm not saying this is a routine for everyone, but so just kind of be careful. if you're gonna go in with actives and things like that, you know, consider layering, using less, using, you know, not as strong. And I know they say, oh, use your actives at night because there's no sunlight. A lot of that's been debunked, and I do use a good sunscreen. So, and this is the HaruHaru Wonder Cream Honey Green Brilliant, which is a brightening cream, I guess, with niacinamide in it. And I found that my skin really likes niacinamide. So when I ran out of my last niacinamide and I didn't use it for a while, I really did notice that my skin was not super duper happy with me. And yeah, so I'm usually faster than this, but I'm talking. And then I'm using the Beauty of Joseon Revive Eye Serum Ginseng and Retinol. I use this all over my face because it's a giant 30 ml tube, and I wanted a retinol for my face for the daytime, and I didn't want to use an oil because I have a, what do you call that? The ordinary 2% Grand Active retinoid in squalane oil, and I don't want to use that during the day under makeup because that's just not cute. So that I use at night, and I use on my neck and all that sort of stuff. So that's kind of, so those are my actives. And then depending on how I feel, I might add in like a toner just to kind of rehydrate a little bit. This is the Pyeongchang Yule Essence Toner. I've got about that much out of a 200 ml bottle left that I was trying to use up. There was just so much of it. And I think I paid like $8. And so this just kind of adds a bit of moisture back into my skin. And I know a lot of people sort of say, you know, you layer from thinnest to thickest, etc., etc. Yes, but it also kind of doesn't matter because it's all there and it'll all slowly absorb and sink in eventually. So that's kind of it. And then depending on how I feel, and if I'm feeling a bit dry, I will add a moisturizer. At the moment, my moisturizer is the Atomy eye cream that I'm working on using up, because this eye cream is 40 ml, so it's a giant tub. But also, I don't like it as an eye cream. I actually like using just plain old castor oil around my eyes, and I feel that that's kind of what works the best for me, because everything else I've tried around my eyes I have not liked. So that's kind of what I do. And then at the moment I am using up what's left of a Korean sunscreen. It's the Round Lab Birch something sunscreen, and I don't have it to show you because I'm almost out of it, and that's the last of it. And then I need to start a new bottle, and I do have another bottle of it, but I haven't pulled it out yet. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And this is my real routine. Okay, I'm not doing anything different to what I would normally do in the daytime. So yay, I'm done. That took longer than I expected, that sunscreen. The thing I like about Korean sunscreens is, oh, they just sink in so beautifully and so easily. And they're not super duper greasy like the Australian sunscreens. I was using the Nivea Hydrate and Protect for a very long time, and I really liked it. And I got used to the fact that it was very greasy. But then I tried some Korean sunscreens, and it was like, whoa, these are nice. The texture is beautiful. I just made sure that I get one that's you know, SPF 50, PA plus, 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 however many pluses they have. But I have a tube of the Skin 1004 sunscreen, so I might crack into that one next. And that's it. That's my morning routine, which even with the talking and 4 minutes of intro and me being a bit slower, it's not terrible because, you know, all up it's 10 minutes on top of the, you know, makeup and everything. It takes a while, but, you know, 10 minutes is not as long as 30 minutes. And 30 minutes in the morning is a lot. So that's the routine now. And I like it. I'm very happy with it. My skin has not, I've been doing this for, I want to say a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks now. And my skin has not kind of like gotten unhappy with me or, you know, gone, whoa, you know, I'm really drying out. You're not hydrating me enough. You need to add more toners and things like that. So that hasn't happened yet. But I think my nighttime routine has been helping and been contributing to that as well. And I can talk about that tonight when I do my nighttime routine. And I'll share that too. All right. I hope this was helpful and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.